Good afternoon. Saturday the 18th of April, this is the lunchtime movement snack. If you would like it, stay here. We will get moving in about 4 minutes. If this is the one you're looking for, bear with us. We just need to get this preamble, get everyone in, get them in the zone. Hello, Italy. So this is the preamble. If you've stumbled on it for the first time and you're not quite sure why I'm just kneeling here talking with you, we're just waiting for everyone to get in, find their devices, find their positions, where they're going to be. The great thing is about watching it back on YouTube is that you can just move this bit on, can't you? You can just not listen to this bit if you don't want to. But sometimes there's some gems and snippets of things that happen that raise a smile at least. So, come on, movement stackers. We've got Northumberland in, got Italy in, Scotland are in. Anybody else? Hove is in, tick, just taking the register. Greece, tick, Italy, tick. Oh, Janet, you just watched Phantom. Okay, we were just discussing this, yes. Ready before the footy? What's the footy? Enlighten me, please. Cambridge, tick. Maddie, tick. How are the licorice oil thoughts, Maddie? With the nice coffee. Was that just like a little energy snack in preparation for this? Carol Kent is back from being away. Come on, everyone. I think we're on a 2-minute countdown for our injection of strength activities. Bolton, tick. Virtual footy. Bristol, tick. Rainy here too. It's been raining here as well, as you saw from my puddle walking previous video, if you have any interest. Oh, Lincoln City match. Oh, okay. All right, so we're playing some past matches. We're 4 weeks in, folks, aren't we? Crikey. This is our 80th movement stack. It's the big 80 for us. If you've been with us since the beginning, who's endured all 80 of these, or endured or enjoyed? Could go either way. 80 of them. Oh my goodness. If you want it, there's more coming. Last 30 seconds and then we're going to go, I think. Let's get this snack done so you can get back out into your day. Should we do a 3, 2, 1? Can't really see the clock from here. How was your morning? Have you been doing stuff already? If you've been watching Phantom, what's that? Couple of hours? Maybe, Janet? Phantom? Hour and a half? All right, let's do it. Enough banter. Enough chatter. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley from Later Life Training. Still 80 movement snacks in. And you're still tuning in. Thank you very much. And you're still watching back afterwards. Fantastic. This is our second movement snack of the day. It's the lunchtime, the noonday snack. And we're going to get on without further ado. And we're going to focus on strength activities, functional strength activities. These snacks are designed for you to kind of think and pose questions, hopefully be informative so that we can move more efficiently within all the activities of daily living that we do. Pick your position, sit or stand, please. Where would you like to be? In this lunchtime snack, I come into my corner here where I have lots of opportunities for external support. So if we're going to be doing standing work, Always recommend that you have a fixed solid support to hand. Let's start with our circulation booster. Standing position, upright, balanced, support if you need, and just start with the rhythmical walk, the rhythmical march on the spot. Once you've got moving, just then be aware of standing taller, opening the chest, and really trying to articulate the feet, ankles and toes. This is just a minute or so of circulation boost activity, just to do exactly as it says on the tin. Boost the circulation and just get us in the mindset of standing taller, moving a little bit more specifically than we normally do. Keep going in standing on that. In sit, your options are the circ boost starting from the floor up. Again, if you have option of feet and lower limb, really try to focus ankle, feet and toes if that's the right type of movement for you. It may be that you have ankle restriction for whatever reason. This is okay. You might feel a bit squeezed in the hips. You might want to take some extension instead. See how you feel. And here's the upper body. Marching is the same from the shoulder, focusing on that backward press as well. Controlled, arms slightly bent, and as and when you feel you can, we can bring them in together, guiding the arms back. A little bit of arm and leg together. Same in the standing march. You might want to alternate for support and pause. At the end of that circulation boost, you should just feel that you want to take a deeper breath. We're not overly breathless or out of breath or exhausted. It's just a rhythmical action to boost the circulation, get ready for these movement snacks. Just before we move into our strength activities, just a couple of shoulder mobility from our morning routine. Again, just to lift and open the posture. And some extra please. A few little glute squeezes in stand. So can you feel your buttocks here in the seat? But also in stand, can I ask you to do the same? So can you think about your buttocks, your big muscles of the buttocks? These are the ones that help us drive out of chairs. Can you think about those and give those a squeeze as well? Because that's going to come into this movement snack this afternoon. So we're going to go through a series of lower leg strength activities involving some knee bends and this hip hinge action that we've been talking about a lot in the 4 p.m. back of thigh stretch. All these movements combine and work together. And I want to elaborate on that a bit more now. So the first activity is knee bend. In standing, take up loads of support. It's a shallow knee bend and a stand all the way up. So I talk about finishing off the job. So here's the bend and stand up fully. Now, just take a few of those knee bends. I don't want a big range of movement. And can you see it's this same hip hinge movement that we talk about in the back of thigh stretch. So we're not bending this way. The hips go back, the back stays straight, and I literally create this hinge here. In standing, as you push up, an extra squeeze through the heels, and right at the top end, give your buttocks an extra squeeze, almost like a clench. Could we take some of those? Some graded knee bends, slow and fluid and controlled squeeze at the top end. Continue with a few of those, 4 or 5 of those. In seated, it's exactly the same. Heels are back and down, lifting up. We hinge, but the focus here in seated is squeeze the buttocks almost to bring you back. So you have this constant squeeze through here, but as I come back, I want you to squeeze a little bit more and then release and relax after each one. Lift, a little bit of activity, take the hinge and squeeze a little bit more when you come back. So the buttocks, the glute, the big muscles here of your backside are majorly important in this stand and the control of this position. What that means is, whether we're in sit or in stand, the deeper we bend the knees, the harder these muscles have to work. So just going to have a look now, bear with me. We're just going to transfer to some directional stepping. Here we go. And we're just going to go to the front and to the side. To the front and to the side with lots of support. And here we're using the ankles. And then change sides again. Heel to the front and to the side. And then just a little by little, have a go at a little hinge and a bend, exactly as we've just done, but now the feet are in a different position. Can you see? So there's the hinge, there's the bend, squeeze and come back. There's the bend, squeeze and come back. And just take 3 or 4 of those on each side and think about keeping the length. There's the hip hinge, there's the squeeze. Continue with that in stand, keep using support. In seated it's the same. Lift and lengthen. We're going to take the forward one here and return. And to the side, here. And now we have a little squeeze this way. Can you see? So forward is square. And then out to the side, a little diagonal. So I'm going here. And then to the side, here. And you'll feel how subtle you switch between your buttocks, your left and your right, and you're squeezing those to control the whole of this trunk movement. Of course, this stride knee bend then directly feeds into our sit to stand, because the lower I go, the more strength I need. And now we're in things like picking up objects from the floor. Now when you rehearse this at home, walls are great for this because they can come with us. They can come with us while we're rehearsing this action here. And as you can see, it's all the ingredients are the same. The hip hinge, the stand, the step. It's just how big that movement is. So can we just finish this with some full jockey lifts or some full sit to stands, just to get the full range of strength in. Here's the jockey lift, let me show you. It's drive and lifts. Take a recovery, take a pause. Heels stay down. I've got that hinge. I'm using the trunk, drive down and really feel here your muscles working. For the full stand, power up, feel for the chair and slow, 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 slow. Can you see this hinge again? Slow, 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 slow. Power up, and we've been talking about the hover halfway. At the hover here, keep the length, keep the strength here. You can go up and you can go down again. Take a pause. In the sit, in the chair, in seated position. Just really get these buttock muscles working. We can just squeeze and clench and release. And we can talk about bring the pelvic floor muscles in with that as well. All right, take a pause. Let's just switch from lower leg and then come back to our upper body, our pressing action. So in seated, focusing on keeping the arms under shoulder height slightly, try to get the upright position, and it's almost as if you're pressing an invisible object there. That's the seated option, unless you have the option to come to a wall in seated, and then you can start to take the body weight through there. In stand, options are step and push, or leave the feet behind, heels stay down, keep the body straight, no hinge now, the body stays straight like a plank, and push away. Try to keep the elbows tucked in, and we can leave one hand behind so we can control in, push away, and we can keep one hand on for balance. After that, just lift and open the shoulders, add some extra rolls, add an extra squeeze here. If you want to, you can crowbar in a little bit of a back of thigh stretch, or you can crowbar in some extra sit to stands or jockey lifts. Okay, that's it. Another 10 minutes in the benefits bag, and we're focusing in these lunchtime sessions on those strength activities. Hopefully you can see that the ingredients of these movements are kind of the same. The same bits move, it's just to what degree, how big. and whether we need more support because it's going to challenge our balance, or whether we need to make movements smaller because we're not quite strong enough yet. The last thing I want to pose to you, we've been mentioning a lot, been seeing a lot about practice makes perfect. Back in the day, I said that to someone once, almost about 30 years ago, and they said, Bex, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes repetition. What does that mean? Have a think about that. Let's come back at 4 o'clock for our calming, weight transferring, 3-dimensional coordinated moves, plus a big stretch. Back for the big stretch. It's the Saturday big stretch. Thanks very much.